Ladies and gentlemen, on December 2nd, somebody who I hadn't talked to in years, we'd been friends, I was about 11 or 12, and we just quit speaking to each other. December 2nd, he got into a car accident. He got into a car accident, and they got to the hospital, and he was brain dead. And they plugged him up on life support, obviously. And his youth minister, because he was a big church goer, from what I've heard, and from what I know, his youth pastor, youth minister, knew a couple of the teachers at the school, and I heard about this Tuesday, yesterday technically. I heard about it yesterday in my third period class. A teacher had said that, or told another teacher, and she told the class that Dylan was in a car accident. And for me, it didn't, I thought, I was like, oh, okay, he's in a car accident, it could have been just a fender bender, he'll be fine. Come to find out, he was in a coma, and, not even a coma, he was brain dead, and I had to put him on life support. And I got confirmation about 12 o'clock today in the afternoon that somewhere from Sunday to earlier, or I think last night, they lowered his oxygen level to see if he could breathe on his own. He couldn't. Tried, seeing if he would respond to a little bit of pain or any pain at all, and he couldn't. So they declared him, okay, he is officially brain dead. He cannot survive without life support, without the machine helping him. And I got confirmation today about 12 o'clock that his mom, I think it was his mom and his aunt, decided to pull the plug. And he died. And I had known his younger brother, who had moved away some time ago, but when I was younger, I used to hang out with him all the time. And the reason why I'm making this video is because, you don't know how much you love the person, or you treasure that person, until they're gone. So, what I want everybody who watches this to do is to pray for his family. To pray for his family, and just think what they're going through right now. Through any grieving process. When I learned that they had pulled the plug, for some reason, it affected me, because I had known who he was. I had hung out with him. I had talked to him. And then I found out last night that my aunt, or former aunt, because her and my uncle, who's on my dad's side, got a divorce a long time ago. Her husband, I think about 8 or 9 years, maybe even 10. Well, actually, yeah, about 10, maybe even 11. Her new husband, Tommy, he shot himself. He killed himself. I had talked to him a handful of times, and he never seemed down. He always seemed happy, and I mean, he never showed any sign of depression. I want you guys who do watch this video just to pray for Tommy's family and my aunt or former aunt, whatever you want to call her, Tina. Because he left behind 2 children, and they are never gonna be able to see their father again, ever. Not as long as they're living, they won't be able to see him. They'll be able to see his, they'll be able to go to his funeral and his grave and all that, but they won't be able to see him face to face, be able to talk to him, hold a conversation with him, hug him, ask him for help, advice, anything. So just pray for him and his family, and also pray for Dylan Baker's family, because I just can't imagine what they're going through right now, because I've never lost somebody that close to me. I've never lost a sibling, because my sister is still alive. I've never lost a parent. Both my parents are still alive. The closest people I have ever lost in my life were my grandfather from my dad's side, which I barely remember anything about him because I was really young when he died. And my grandmother, she died on my mom's side. She died, and I don't remember a whole bunch about her either. Those are the 2 closest people that have died that were in my life at some point. I had messaged Dylan's younger brother Michael and sent him and told him or sent my condolences. I just can't imagine what he's going through right now. The pain and the misery. And just, I can't imagine that. So, Tommy, regardless where you are, according to the Bible, which, people have changed over the years, but Tommy, Dylan, fly high, guys. You will be missed.